This was not a chair. It was a death sentence. Known as the Chair of Torment, it was covered in hundreds of iron spikes. Victims were strapped down to it, unable to move, every twitch causing agony. Sometimes hot coals were placed beneath the seat, heating the spikes. Flesh burned, skin fused to iron. Some victims suffered for hours, others for days. Would you survive the Chair of Torment? Subscribe for more dark history. The year is 1480. You are in the Scottish town of Linlithgow. For 20 years, you've lived under the brutal rule of King James IV. The people are restless. They want a new king. They want change, and soon they will get it. But not in a good way. One night, nobles plot and kidnap the king's son, the young Prince James. They plan to put him on the throne instead. But their plan fails. The prince is found, and the rebels are crushed. Now there must be an example made of those responsible. So 4 men are sentenced to death by torture. The nobles had planned to kill the king with poison. So one of them is locked in a chair and poisoned. Another is burned at the stake. One is torn apart by dogs, and the ringleader gets the worst fate imaginable. He is placed in a chair with hundreds of iron spikes. This is the Chair of Torment. It is covered in spikes from top to bottom, front to back, and whoever sits in it will not sit for long. The condemned man is strapped to the chair, his legs spread wide, his arms pulled back. He screams in agony as the spikes dig into his flesh. Can you imagine the pain? Then the heat begins. Hot coals are placed under the seat, heating the spikes. The man's skin begins to burn. His flesh boils and bubbles. He cries out for mercy, but no one will show it. Not the king, not the nobles, not even the young prince. They want revenge. And as the fire spreads, the man's skin begins to melt. It fuses to the iron spikes. He is roasted alive, cooked like a piece of meat. Some accounts say that the condemned man begged to be killed quickly to end his suffering. But the king wanted to make an example of him. He wanted to send a message to anyone who would defy him. So he let the man sit in the Chair of Torment for days. He twitched and he screamed, but the people of Scotland would not forget what they saw. Finally, the man's body gave out. He stopped moving. The king was satisfied. The message had been sent. The Chair of Torment had done its job. Now you know a terrifying part of history. Now it's time to make history by hitting that subscribe button. Click it. Would you survive the Chair of Torment?